It is the first time since the passage of Tropical Storm Erika that I would have to make a statement. And so, before I say anything, let me, on behalf of my family and the rank and file of the Commonwealth Dominica Police Force, to express my deepest sympathies to those who lost members of their families and also those who suffer serious damage to their property. We well understand that, yes, you lose a member of the family, and so sometimes you have no control over that. But when you take a mortgage in a bank of $250,000 to build a house, and you have to spend a lifetime paying that. And in a matter of half an hour, your lifeline, your whole lifeline is gone. It's really heartbreaking. So my sympathies go out to them. Since the threat that Hurricane Danny posed to us, 2 days before the passage of Danny, posing that threat, my senior management team and I took a decision to suspend all days off for members of the Commonwealth Dominica Police Force. And so Danny spared us, but the Met Office gave an advisory that we should pay attention to Tropical Storm Erika. And so we continued that order that all members of the CDPF would not be granted days off. And so Erika struck, and that immediately after Erika struck, we issued an order that everybody on vacation leave must return. Most return, and that is those who are on island. But those who are out overseas could not return, and some of them are trying to return. By virtue of we suspending days off and calling back people who are on vacation leave, has strengthened our human resource base. And so, even before the deluge of rain had stopped, we had officers already deployed in Roseau, in the city of Roseau, responding and making their evaluation of what was happening. And then by 4 p.m. the very afternoon of Erika Thursday, we had 10 police officers using one of our safe boats, the Coast Guard boat, to transport them to Stowe to see how they could do a landing, and with the intention of going to Petit Savan. They did the landing. In addition to that, there were 5 fire officers with them, a team of 15. And all from midnight and 1 o'clock after the storm, a.m., that would be Friday, the officers had to traverse from Stowe through Bacatel down to Petit Savan over several threatening landslides. And I for one, cannot ever not recognize that level of commitment and devotion. Yes, they are police officers and they've sworn to do a job, but then I can say that without any fear of contradiction that many people in other lives and other professions probably would not have taken a chance to cross through Bagatelle and Fort Saint-Jean and down to Petit Savan in that situation, and even remain in there. By the second day, the third day after Erika, there were 30 plus police officers deployed in Petit Savan. With them, there were some members of the RSS, Antigua Police Force, 5 of them, and they were there, and they too, it was a tremendous challenge to them. And so we started our search and rescue operations, both on land and on sea. We had tremendous help from the Coast Guard. I must commend the Coast Guard very highly. The St. Lucia Coast Guard came in, and even the Coast Guard faced a tremendous challenge because there were several logs on the sea which caused serious damage to both our safe boats and the St. Lucia cutter. But having said that, the men continued working well, continued doing the search and rescue, and right down to search and recovery. We have deployed, since after Erika struck, we have been having police officers deployed in the city of Roseau and on the north of the island, especially at Melville Hall Airport, in the Marigot area and Portsmouth. And we have officers deployed at every shelter. We have police officers deployed at every shelter, wherever they are on island, at Buffet State, Grammar School, Granby Primary, Granby Secondary. We also have officers deployed with our foreign forces. And speaking about the foreign forces, I must say that I can express profound gratitude to Barbados. Barbados sent us Barbados through the RSS. We have 22 defense forces here, 3 police officers and 6 fire officers. Antigua, we have 18 defense forces and 12 fire officers. St. Lucia, we have 13 Coast Guard personnel with their cutter. St. Vincent and Grenadines, we have 5 police officers. Grenada, we have 3 police officers. St. Kitts and Nevis, 8 defense forces. Montserrat, 13 defense forces and 5 police officers. And Venezuela, well, you would have heard, 63 military personnel and military vessel ship. We have 150 military personnel from the British. And so the efforts are ongoing. I can say that I have received informal information that the captain of Venezuela is very much impressed as to the level of coordination and what he has seen happening with our efforts, the state effort at giving relief supplies and evacuation and search and rescue. That is the information I'm getting. As it relates to death, we have recovered 11 bodies so far, and I'm advised that we're missing 22 people, most of them feared dead, if all not feared dead. I received, and I must say that is unconfirmed reports, that there have been 2 bodies sighted in Tropical in Guadeloupe, that is in the sea, and it is believed that they are Dominicans, so we're following up on that report. And before I just came here, we also got a report that there have been bodies kind of surfacing in the Piditsaban area, in the area of the slide. It is kind of difficult to recover those bodies based on what has happened there on the landslides, and obviously there will be an advanced stage of decomposition. We'll try to see how we can recover it. I must say that I am very much satisfied and probably even impressed as to the way our citizens conducted ourselves, and that must not go unnoticed. Because the citizens face, especially in areas that are worst struck, Kolibistri and Coliho and Piditsaban and Whitaker and Delis and Good Hope, Saint-Sauvé, Bagatelle, from Saint-Jean. In situations like that, things can get very disturbing, and people can be very dispersed. And so I'm very much satisfied and even very impressed as to the level of their conduct. They bear the patience and the exercises a certain level of conduct that made our job easier. And so we must applaud them for that. I ask the communities that are affected, and even those who are not affected, continue working with the police, continue working with the security forces that are here to help you. They came here to help you and to make things easier. We will try our best, as far as it's practicable to do so, to help those that are affected. We have a mandate. We cannot relent on it. We are paid to do a job. And I must say, every day and every intermittently at hours, we have in briefings. We have in pep talks. We're trying our best to motivate the men, and they are very highly motivated. They are at headquarters. We deploy them, and we provide 24-hour security where we have to do it. And so I pray, I have hope and faith, and I pray for those who struck and their families, and I know by the grace of God that they will get help. Yeah, thank you very much.